Hi guys, ReadDescription here with You Don't Scare Me. Another You Don't Scare Me. So, let's jump. This is Chapter 13. I sound so cheery. Chapter 13. Let's jump right into it. Third person point of view. Oh god, hold on, sorry. The HC haired girl scream was silenced by a very plain hand covering her mouth. She once again closed her eyes and tried and get that terrifying image out of her head. Her petty from was so small, so powerless against his lean and muscular finger. What? Muscular figure. Lean and muscular figure. His smell made her little SC skinned smelled. Scrunch up in disgust. His reek of blood and and cheap cologne. He was intimidating, and she could tell he loved to have power over her. Even the thought of his rave black hair and ghost white skin made her close her eyes even tighter. Okay, so this has to be Jeff the Killer. I mean, black hair and white skin has to be Jeff. Okay, I lost where I was. Okay, and the his exaggerated smile. I just lost where I was. Okay, and exaggerated smile and lack of black bleach of black eyeliner. I can't read. Bleach of eyelids. Lack of eyelids only made the rejection to get way even stronger. He put his knife higher and against her fragile layer of skin that supported of cold piece of metal. Screen of cold piece of metal. I can't read. The cold piece of metal from her trepe, which if he added even with the slightest bit of pressure, her life would surely end. it would surely end her life. She knew she could get out of this. She couldn't get out of this. But only she knew she could get out of this if she but only if she played her cards right. They're looking for How dare you say you don't like Jeff's smile or his skin? He has the perfect smile and perfect skin. Huh. Jeff the Killer is actually my favorite creepypasta. And then I like Laughing Jack. Which is this. I actually don't know why the first one of this was actually once I get done with these 3 stories I'm working on now, I'm not gonna do one with Jeff the Killer in it. I'm probably gonna do a Freddy Fazbear one. So look forward to that in the future. You don't have to look. That'll be in the future. Okay, I'm back to this. His voice kept cracking like he was trying to keep himself from laughing. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay. Okay, look. I can do this. At this point, her head was to the side, and he was whispering into her ear. He was so close, she could feel his hot breath on her ear. Okay, so I'm gonna have to whisper this. Hey, if you, where should I procure the speakers of my phone? Okay. If you keep that up, then Jeff might hear you. You wouldn't want that now, would you? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check in my recording when I edit this if you could actually hear my whispering. I mean, sure, because it was like close to the thing, but probably did sound clear. If it ain't clear enough, I'll put text on it. She only whimpered in response. Afraid that if she moved, she would possibly damage some of her neck sensitive tendons. He chuckled down at her shaking frame. Good. What was that? I can't chuckle. I'm trying, and from the ones now for Mom, I want to put more emotion and actual sound effects. So if a knock is on the door or something, I'm gonna knock, or if a thud, I'm gonna make a thumb. So in my last video, Camp Creepypasta, Chapter 20, there was a thud. So what I did was jump off I just shoved myself off the bed and landed on the floor and made a thud. I forgot to check if you heard it. A thud. So back to this, I'm just ranting on. But I'm going to try to put more emotion into it. Like it actually is happening. He loved how scared she was. How quiet he became. Superior. How he became quite superior. I'm messing up. How quickly he became superior. Not that he wasn't always in power with his victims. He knew Jack was going to be furious, but the killer decided that he would get over it. But Jeff still didn't understand what was so special about this girl. 'Cause it's his plaything. It's 'cause it's his toy. I don't know, maybe he's gonna scare her to death playing. Just like pop out of the corners all of a sudden. Pop out of the dark. Okay, back to this. As the killer was lost in thought, the young girl hesitantly opened her eyes. She noticed that he had zoned out, and Wyan knew that this could be her only chance. With one swift move, the HC-haired girl used all of her strength that she could combined up compressed up against his chest against and punched the bloodthirsty man in the gut. Jeff hunched over in pain, and Wyan made a break for the door. He's probably had that done. Probably not, actually. He's probably never had that. I don't know. Maybe he has. Maybe he hasn't. I'm thinking maybe he hasn't. Like less likely, because he don't, like, sit there and just hold a knife to your throat. He just cuts it. He wouldn't wait that long, so maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe he has. No, I'm just... Okay. So that's the end of Chapter 13. I'm going to add another... We're going to do another chapter. Okay. Chapter 14. Oh, Chapter 14. Okay. Warning, cursing, third person point of view. So there's cursing in this one. Actually, I think there's cursing in all my videos. Okay, getting back to this. Third person point of view. Wyan nearly tripped as she made a break for the door. Sorry, my mom called for me. Get back to this. She longed for the shiny gold knob to be in her grasp. She so desperate to get away from the psychopath teenager behind her. Once she grabbed the handle, she ripped the door open. She ripped the door open and ran down the dark corridor. Honestly, she wouldn't be surprised if she pulled the door off its frame. As she ran, she didn't even look at her surroundings. She didn't look at her surroundings. The only thing she could focus on was the black-haired maniac that was cursing up a storm while chasing her down the hallway. You were never a track star, but damn, you could run if you needed to. I think a lot of people can do that because it's like adrenaline rush. But in horror movies, they always trip. Okay. Your point of view. Okay, I gotta get some voice acting in here. Not really. Okay, put some motion. Come back here! Come back, you! Come back here, you little bitch! The man yelled as you ran down the hallway. As if, you fucking asshole! Right as you finished your sentence, a vase was thrown. A vase was thrown in your direction. Yeah. Just missing your head. causing you to scream as it hit the wall while you rounded the corner, continuing your run towards towards the next corridor. He was like, "I'm gonna knock you out or kill you." Like if I that would have knocked you slash her out, or killed you. One of the two. Might have just knocked you out. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Get a concussion from that. Okay. I lost where I was. Okay. You knew you were at at a disadvantage. He knew this house. You didn't. You had no clue as to where you were going. All you knew was you had to get away. You just kept running around corners, left and right. Eventually, you had lost the psycho that was pale skin, that the pale skin, and slowed your pace to a speed walk. You were hungry and exhausted. Your pace slowed even more. You started to wonder this. Like, how long have you been gone for? How were you going to explain a killer clown to the cops? My nose is. You were nearly knocked out of your thoughts when you bumped into something and fell on the floor. You looked up only to freeze in fear. Your eyes were glued to the figure that stood directly in front of you, towering over you. It's Slender Man, isn't it? I bet Slender Man. Or it's Laughing Jack. I feel like it's going to be one of those. Okay, the creature, yeah, it's probably Slender Man. There's that creature that you never thought existed. The Slender Man. Knew it! Knew it! The faceless man just stared at you with his head tilted to the side. Like, what is a human doing in here? Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? How'd you get up here? He's probably wondering, why weren't you killed when you first walked in?
Yeah, how aren't you dead yet?
Why did they kill you?
Why aren't you dead yet?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard my sister.
This far.
Yeah. Okay. Now back to this. You were so unsure of what to do. You're helpless from sit on the crepid floor on the dimpy light corridor. You were fighting with yourself in your head, whether to make a break for it or not. You were yet again knocked out of your thoughts when a deep low voice spoke. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe not. Okay. So I always laugh when I do deep voices. Okay. So you are the one who is causing trouble in my mansion. That was deep enough. In my mansion. He said it more to himself than you. Out of nowhere, two tentacles came out of his back and grabbed a hold of your ankles. Yeah, ankles, dragging you, dangling you upside down, so her could him he so he could inspect you further, so he can inspect you further. His face was tilting up and down, so he could look at you. You were shaking in his grasp, trying your best not to scream. Each time his face got closer to yours, you stopped trembling. When you heard him laughing, his laugh was deep and raspy, as if he haven't laughed in a while. You were confused but also pissed off. Okay, I wonder if I could do the voice. No, that's just making me laugh. Okay, I'm not doing that. Okay, what is so funny? You spat. He stopped laughing and looked at you intensely. How can you tell if he's looking at you intensely? Like, he has no eyes. Like, you can't say he's wide-eyed just staring at you. Like, if he just looks at you, you can't tell if he's looking at you intensely or not. Yeah. He's just looking at you. Oh, he's looking at me intensely because he's just looking at me for a while. How can you tell if he's looking at you intensely?
Maybe it's the feeling.
No, you don't get no feelings. He's looking at you. I don't think you do. Can't tell. You felt so helpless, so you just looked at the floor. Wow. Okay. I think this is him. I can't get my voice ready. Wow, I'm impressed. You were just trembling and now you are trying to be brave. How could such a little specimen like you cause so many problems? Was that a good voice, Trinity? Okay, never mind. Just ignore me. Yeah, okay. I think that was a good voice. You didn't know how to respond. The only thing you gave him as a response was the look of disgust that you had plastered on your face. You were so confused you had so many questions like, sorry, why aren't you dead yet? Why aren't you dead yet? Okay, why in? I'm not going to kill you yet. Damn, you forgot he could read minds. Forgot you could read minds. Okay. Okay. Okay, gotta get the voice right. Although I can't say the same for Jack. Laughing Jack is not going to be pleased once he sees you. You just kept staring at the ground, not sure what to do until another tentacle tilted your chin up and look at him. Okay. I'm going to return you to him, and do you know why? What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I'm scared of you.
Because I'm scared of you. She's scared of everyone at that house. I would be too. Well, I don't know. She's not scared of Bridget or the other girls yet. Other girl and Ben yet, because she don't know. Okay, sorry, talking to my sister. So, you slightly shook your head no. Slightly shook your head no. You still have a fighting spirit, and I want to break you of it before killing you. Okay, that's the end of Chapter 14. Tell me if you like my guy voice. Slenderman voice. I don't think it was that good. It's the best I could do. Maybe I should look up some voice acting class. Voice acting on YouTube. I'm gonna do that eventually. So yeah. There's that. And yeah, I'm just gonna ramble on for 2 hours now. I'm joking. So, yep, the same thing. So, comment if you like it, and for YN. So, like, comment, like, a name. Like, instead of me saying YN, give me a name for YN. So, like, Rose, Lily, Samantha, I don't know, no. Riley or something. Like, give me a name for it, for YN. Or, if you just want to leave it, or if you guys like it better YN, then you can do that. Then just tell me if you like it like that. I'm probably not going to get no comments, but still, tell me. But go check out my other videos, like Camp Creepypasta and Slenderman. Slenderman is a love story, so is Camp Creepypasta. They are love stories. If you like Tiki Toby, if you're a Tiki Toby fangirl, or just a fan, Tiki Toby fan, check out Camp Creepypasta, because it is a Tiki Toby X-listener. It's Tiki Toby, one about Tiki Toby. And if you like Slenderman, there's one about Slenderman that I'm doing. It's called Slenderman. That's the name of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay. So comment, like, and subscribe, and bye.